Hey guys, welcome back to the Sports Latte. And we are here today with an athlete who has done exceptionally well this season. He attends Jamaica College, and not only does he attend the school, but he was the captain of their Manning Cup team this year. So, without further ado, let's welcome Duncan Mckenzie. So, hey Duncan, how you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Before we begin, we kind of just want to know who you are, what you're about, what you did in school, kind of vibe.
Well, first thing I would say I'm funny, even though my friends, argue differently. I'm easygoing, I'm hardworking, and yeah, I like to play football, I like listening to music, and I like playing video games with my friends. Yeah.
Okay, typical high school teenager. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk some football. How did this even originate? Was it something that you've always wanted to do, or was it something that a coach found you and was just like, come, let's play football, let's see?
Well, from as long as I can remember, it's something that I wanted to do. Ever since I was a little kid, I've always dreamed of playing professional football. I started relatively early, I'd say around 3 or 4 at my preschool, step by step. Yeah, so I started very early and I just had a love for it.
Lovely, lovely. So, talk about preschool. Where do you go for like your um primary years of school and then before JC, I should say?
Well, I started off at step by step for preschool,
Mhm.
and they had a little program where kids would obviously play around and have fun with football. And then I moved on to Mona Prep. My two brothers went there. My two older brothers went there, and my father also went there. So I went to Mona Prep for my primary level of education, basically. And then I moved on to JC. Yeah.
Okay. So JC, for people out there who don't know what JC is Jamaica College, a high school in Jamaica, and it's known for it's many sports that you guys excel in. So, for
Mhm.
instance, football, you guys were Manning Cup champions all the day. Um, and how did that
Mhm.
feel going into this season, knowing that we accomplished great things, and now I am the captain of this team.
Yeah, it was a great feeling to captain the side. I feel that JC is a big institution in regards to football. They have a big history, a very rich history. Sometimes, it gets to a lot of us, to be honest. I feel that although there is pressure at times, when you're having fun,
Yeah,
you really enjoy the process and also just vibing with your friends and teammates. I think that's one thing that really helped me this season. And I feel that that's one thing that I really enjoyed going into the season. Basically, about to have that experience with your friends. Because a lot of us, came to the institution from first form. So we
yeah.
grew up watching a lot of star players. Like, I think when I was in either first or second form, McGee was one of the big name players. Obviously, heard about Flemings, Walker, and we just overall enjoyed looking at teams with a lot of vibes. So 2017 team that won, I think how many titles? 3 or 4. Like that team was basically a model of what we wanted this year. So yeah, going into the season, knowing that I'd be captain and getting that experience with my friends, yeah, it was something I looked forward to at the time.
Okay, sounds cool. So the last time Manning Cup um occurred was in 2019. And then after that, COVID happened. So, there was a bit of like a break. And we don't know what's happening in football. What was Duncan doing in that time period?
Well, I was training by myself for the majority of it. I was doing my own individual drills at home. I was working online basically with my trainer because I wanted to work on bulking up, building some strength because I felt I was a weak area of my game at the time. Yeah, and then as things got a bit better and the place started to open up, I started training at Campion with an academy called KFA. And there are a few players from all over different schools that came to KFA to train. So Jamon was there from KC.
Yeah.
Lynch, yeah, Lynch from our team was training there, and a few others that I've interacted with over the years. So that was kind of nice to get back into the groove of playing football. So that's basically what I did until Mining Cup time came around.
Okay, sounds cool. I know Jamon talked about that in his previous interview, that that's kind of kept him a little bit active. So I'm glad that you guys are actually doing something. Okay,
Yeah.
so the season started, and how was your mindset going into the season? Because I find like weird because we didn't really know what was happening. So let's
Yeah.
see what you were thinking at that point in time.
Well, first, I would say I was just grateful for the opportunity to play football again, because football plays an integral role in so many persons' lives, especially mine. So I was just happy to hear the news that, we're going to have a season. And I felt that, or I've noticed that over the years, Mining Cup has served as a good platform for persons to showcase their talent. So I was excited going into the season, and I had the mindset of just enjoying it, having fun. I obviously wanted to do extremely well, but yeah, the main thing for me was just to have fun.
I don't think you didn't do extremely well. I think that you probably just didn't get what you wanted.
Mm-hmm. No,
Yeah.
I meant as in like I wanted to do extremely well going into the season. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Because
yeah,
I was
yeah.
just like, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as the season went on, the two highlight teams were, or I watched teams were Casey and JC, and you guys were doing very well during the rounds. As the captain of JC's team, how did you keep your boys motivated? Because I'm sure there are times in the season when some people feel down, or you yourself feel down, or injured, or whatever. What are your words of motivation to everybody?
I basically would just tell them to keep on working. As I said, this was a dream for most of us to, win Manning Cup. So I keep reminding them about fulfilling that dream. And also, I would just encourage them to enjoy football, have fun, always remember, why you started. I feel like that's a big thing that along the way people forget about. So that's one thing that I kept reminding them about. Enjoy the process, have fun.
Okay, pretty good advice. So the season went
Yeah.
on. Season went on. It's getting closer to Manning Cup, and I think you guys didn't know. You guys did Champions Cup semis.
Yeah, we lost, unfortunately, to
Yeah.
D2.
So tell us a little bit about like the mindset of the team in the midst of loss. Like, how do you like regain their confidence?
Well, at first, we're obviously distraught because we were going for the treble. That was the main objective of the group at the season. And then when we lost, we were very disappointed, especially Bob Michael, who missed a penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was feeling it. But as a group, we kind of came together and said, Mining Cup is always the main one that we want to go for. And I feel like that's the main title for the schools in the corporate area. That and
Yeah.
the Costa Cup is the same thing in the rural area. That's the main one. Champions Cup, if you win it,
You win
it's a
it.
plus. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But Mining Cup is always the main one. So as soon as we lost, we kind of switched focus to Mining Cup.
Yeah, which was the goal from the beginning of the season. So you
Yeah,
had
yeah,
1 week. You had 1 week till Manning Cup.
yeah.
Okay, so
Well, it wasn't even 1 week. It was like
yeah,
after Saturday, I think we played on like the Tuesday. So we didn't have time to do on it. We had to move on quickly.
week. So as you say that, there's little to no time to literally one psychologically get it together
Yeah.
and physically get it together. So tell us about like training, how the coaches were interacting with you yourself, how you felt, and the team. Tell us like a holistically.
Well, for the most part, I would say that the training sessions were fun. Obviously, they're serious because you have to prepare tactically. we have to train a certain way to prepare for the games. But I always enjoyed the vibe within the team during the sessions. Sometimes we would play little games just to build chemistry and team spirit, and I really enjoyed that.
So tell us about camp life, because I'm sure you guys camp, right?
Yeah, we camped for roughly the whole season. We took little breaks here and there, but boy, camp life is kind of rough. Even though I enjoyed it, it's hard to, be with so many different people who think so many different things. Yeah, I felt that
Different
was a challenge. Yeah,
personalities.
yeah.
Yeah. Because average person, we don't really know what goes on behind the scenes. We just see when the team gets on the field and does the job. So like they
Hmm.
hear that, at least you're pretty honest about it.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it for sure. And as you said, a lot goes on behind the scenes, which, people don't really see. They only see the final product.
Yeah. Okay, so Manning Cup, you are literally at the front of the line, walking out onto the field, and you're playing not a team kind of they're to the same caliber as yours,
Hmm.
Chelsea. And was there any fear? Was there any like confidence? You know, going out in that onto that field, you don't have any spectators, but there's a camera. Everybody's watching. You know,
Yeah.
let's about how you felt in that moment.
Well, it was a big game, KC-JC rivalry. I was pumped, the team was pumped, we were confident going into it. And those are the types of games that players like myself dream about playing well in. We live for those types of moments. And I'm thankful for the experience of playing in the final. I really enjoyed it, although we came out on the losing end. And
Yeah,
unfortunately, we ended, the season without any titles. But I felt like I learned a lot throughout the season. I developed as a player and as a person. So yeah.
yeah, and you felt like, could you say that your job as a captain was fulfilled, irrespective of the loss?
Boy, I feel that's a good question. When I reflected on the season, I felt that because we didn't achieve the main objective of winning Manning Cup, it felt like a failure.
Yeah,
But I know within myself that we gave it everything. I gave it everything as a captain. The team gave it everything, and we put a lot of effort into it. So it was kind of disappointing to not win the title, but I have to commend the group. That's all I can really say.
and what I
Yeah.
can tell you is failure is the biggest motivation you can ever get, because you know where you went wrong and you know what you need to do, the next time.
Yeah.
And you also are in high school, so as in the journey don't really stop, right?
Yeah, it goes on, doesn't stop here.
Yeah, so
True,
to
true.
reach the finals, it's a very big deal, and you should pat yourself on the back, and don't feel too done about it.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
Okay, so let's talk about what's Duncan doing now. Like, as in, I know you probably have Cape or whatever coming up.
Well, at this point in time, I am preparing for CAPE exams. The hope was that after the season, I would possibly explore opportunities overseas, but we're working on that. There are things in the pipeline. So I'm just waiting to see how that works out. I don't want to go too much into detail,
That's
obviously,
perfectly
but
fine. Understand.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, we wish you all the best from the Sports Latte team. And
Thank
we
you.
thank
Thank
you
you.
so much for doing this interview with us. One last question. If you were supposed to give any advice to athletes who are in high school, um, competing in a sport and have a great sense of responsibility, like a captain or a vice captain or whatever the case may
Mhm.
be, what advice could you give to them?
I would tell them to work hard, enjoy the process, and just have fun. That's the main thing. I feel that when you're having fun and you're enjoying what you're doing, you won't stress about anything else.
Lovely, lovely. So thank you, Duncan, for doing this interview with the Sports Latte. It was a pleasure having you on our show.
Thank
And
you.
we wish to see much more in your football career and whatever else you decide to do in life.
Yes, for sure.
All right. Hey guys, welcome to the bonus feature of the Sports Latte, and you're here with your hostess with the mostest, Janae, and we're back again with Duncan Mckenzie from Jamaica College. Um, yeah, so let's get into it. So, Duncan, we're gonna ask you a series of questions, and you're gonna just let us know who you are, basically.
All right.
Oh, what's your favorite football team?
FC Barcelona and Manchester City. I have two.
Manchester City.
Yeah. New gen.
Who's your favorite footballer?
Messi.
Good, good. What's your favorite local football team?
At the moment, I don't really have one, but I enjoy watching Portmore play along with Ironet.
Okay. Um, are you a guy that likes to party or do you like to chill at home?
I mainly like to chill at home. I don't really like, being up and around 20 people.
Yeah. If you were supposed to play with any team right now or have a training session with any athlete, that's like part A and part B. So supposed to play in any team, and if you're supposed to have a training session with one footballer, who would it be?
All right, so for the team, I would say Man City because I enjoy watching Premier League. And for the player, I'd probably say Joe Felix. Yeah, that plays for Portugal and Atletico Madrid.
Okay. So I know that I'm kind of like when I watch football, depending on the type of depending on the vibe I'm in, I'm very passionate.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, loud. And then sometimes I'm just very laid back and just watching. So what type of football watcher are you?
I'd say laid back for the most part, but when it reaches like the knockout stages of a competition, yeah, I'm passionate for sure.
Okay. So in the future, if you aren't doing okay, what do you want to be in the future, I should say?
I want to be a professional footballer. Yeah, that's the
Okay.
dream.
And sports, God forbid, but sports is a gamble, anything
Mm-hmm.
can happen. So if you weren't supposed to be a footballer or something happened, what would you want to be?
I'd probably want to do something relating to accounts. I'm not sure as yet, but I do enjoy accounting at school so far. Enjoy the subject, so that's something I look into for the future if football doesn't work out.
And what CUBE subjects are you doing?
I'm doing MOB, econ, and MOB, econ, accounts, and communication studies. Yeah,
Oh, so you like numbers?
yeah, I like numbers. That's been me from I was young. I mean, I don't mind reading books and reading articles and things like that, but I feel that I'm a numbers type of person. Yeah,
Okay. And let's see. Hmm. If what position do you play?
I play attacking midfield.
Okay. And if you were supposed to create your ideal football team,
Ideal football team.
yeah, with the schoolboy footballers this season,
Oof,
just give us a
good
starting
question.
11.
Say it again.
Just give us a starting 11.
All right. For the keeper, I would say Sledge. Our keeper at JC Denzel Smith. Um, right back Ziminis. Center back Gavin from KC, the number 7. Yeah, I thought it was really good. Xavier from JC. Um, left back. I remember playing against a player from I think Gary Moseo.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name, but he wears number 7. Yeah, he was really good. So I'd put him at left back. D mid. I'm doing a 4-3-3 formation, by the way. D mid,
Okay.
I would work with Romain Blake, the 6 at JC. I
Yeah.
would play attacking midfield along with um I'd say Pearson. Yeah, Pearson from KC, and also Cleo Clark from Gary Moseo. Two really, really good players. And in the front three now, I would say the number 9, the striker, Cousins.
Oh
Yeah, Gregory
yes,
Cousins. Yeah,
yes,
he's really
he's
good.
good.
I remember playing the game against him at Stadium East. I think it was Champions Cup quarterfinals, and Cleo and Cousins are just, yeah, causing a lot of problems.
Yeah.
On the wings, I would use Barkley and Merrick. Yeah.
Okay, nice, 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 nice side. Anyway, so let's wrap this up. And
Mm-hmm.
guys, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, follow Duncan on Instagram at
Underscore Duncan M.
okay. Follow him, see what he's up to with football. I don't know if he posts that often, but as in when he does, you guys can see it. And stay tuned to all that he has in his football career. The Sports Latte will also keep in contact with you and see what you're up to. And we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. All
No
right.
problem.